with my bros. We're missing. Alan is trying to save the world from COVID. Daniel is trying to save bars from not having enough people in them.
No, he's just keeping himself
And
from getting COVID by drinking all of the alcohol.
well, clearly that's
we're
that's
missing
the things that we do to help everything along, to make everything work. But we're still going to talk about lists today. People have posted. People have said, talk about these lists. Brad has said, I will make this happen. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to do stuff. I might actually do some things. And I will see how that works for everyone involved. So let's talk. We're finally the evening. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, we are. We got a couple lists that I'm gonna look at in the. Even though we're not supposed to, we're supposed to do them all live. Uh-oh, I even got things to watch.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid?
Team America. So, we got lists from Double, we got stuff, we got things. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk. Well, I'm always ready to talk. Let's be honest, guys. Also, Britt bought me a bottle of wine. So everything's probably going to work out. I just got to open this bad boy up. Bam. And get to work. So, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about wine and whatnot. First off, let's start with... It is the Brad Show. Well, as you can clearly see, I have impeccable artwork that I designed myself. Took me hours, just hours, to figure out this exacting high-tech artwork that I used for Pajamas and Daniel. So I feel that I want to stay on point with how good that is. And I also think that I didn't bring up a wine glass, so cheers. Stay classy. So, let's first off talk about this Death Corpse of Krieg list. Exactly, I'm just going to yap. I'm going to talk about these lists that people put up, and then I'm going to talk about things that have happened in the past, in the future. So, Death Corps of Krieg, Tank Ace, Death Riders Command Squad, Death Rider Command Squad, Weird Inquisitor, Death Rider Squadron Commander, Death Rider Squadron Commander, Tank Commander with the Demolisher Cannon, because why not? 25 conscripts, 2 units of infantry, double astropaths, special weapon squads, plasma, 3 units of Death Corp Krieg Riders. And then a double full payload Manic. I can only assume they're full payload. Imperial, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of shit in this thing. Imperial Commander Armory, blah, 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 blah. Then we've got a patrol with some Scion squads. Hotshot Lasgun, 5 guys. Hotshot Lasgun, 5 guys. And then 2 command squads from the Tempestuous guys with Quad Plasma and Quad Plasma. Indeed it is, Brad. What's up, Ed? So, debating this clearly has the board presence to just be the most annoying fucking thing that I've ever seen. Since you have all of those Death Corp. Death Corp's like super irritating, man. You just fucking take the board, you get in the way. He's just got a huge ass conscript blob. Yeah, it's a guard list. It's a double detachment guard. You got a battalion of Death Corps of Krieg, and then you've got a patrol of Scions. So I just don't. I don't know. I actually like it, but I'm worried about it. I guess they do get a scout move. Manticores are disgusting. You do have a tank commander, and you've got a bunch of plasma. Special weapons, of course, and then you've got the command squad plasma from the Tempestuous. I actually do like this. I am a little worried that someone's gonna. Leviathan Dreadnoughts are okay, depending on the army. They still have play. This goes for while we stand, scramblers or banners, and engage. For sure, I think this is a banners army all the way, double. And engage, it's an auto engage. You just push up and do stuff, for sure. Yeah, you're looking for the. I can see the Inquisitors trying to get the invulnerable just to slap on that conscript squad. He has 0 counter assault. That was about to say. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Woo! First tournament. I'm liking what I see, brother. Liking what I see. I love everything. I have tournaments at the end of the month, and I've got tournaments. I've got Glass City at the end of the month, Glass City Grand Tournament, and then we've got the Motor City Mayhem Deathmatch at the end of April. So I'm pretty excited. We're doing some play testing tomorrow up at the Toledo Game Room, which will also be the host for the Glass City GT. So I got some folk. I got Kramer coming in. We got some local gentlemen joining us to throw down. Yeah, you can always take banners as long as you use banners like Amoeba Brad or Turkey Brad. The riders, but they're not just. They're still. I mean, they're 3 damage. They're 3 wound guys. They're very irritating. I actually think this would be just horrific to play against. Whew. I'm a little worried that it doesn't have the ability to push back, but I do like this. I mean, I kind of like this a lot, actually. Let me drink some more wine and I'll think about this. I'm thinking about this versus standard Marine builds, your scars and stuff like that. But I think that you can always score points with this because you have a lot of bodies. The only thing is I might, in all seriousness, like just say fuck it and dump the Inquisitor and actually dump the conscripts and just go for more infantry squads so that you have just more choices to run up. And just take things, because you have one big thing that's just going to get smoked with the conscripts. If you had just like a zillion infantry squads instead, if you had both of those, I mean, 180 points of guardsmen's a lot more guardsmen. I mean, at 4 markers, no one takes banners. But I would rather have, instead of the conscripts and the Inquisitor, I'd rather just go with more infantry squads. That would be the biggest things I would do. Hey, I'm not building armies today. I'm just talking about people's armies that they put up in Facebook. Let's go to Hunter's list. He's got a wolf list. Oh! Oh, shit. He's starting off Bjorn the Fellhand, and he's not fucking around. He's going with the big points. Big points. Big money. Big prizes. For the orbital. I need more bodies, bro. I need more bodies. Bjorn the Fellhanded. Primaris Tech Marine. Assuming we got a bunch more tech in here. Assault Intercessor Squad. Double Redemptor Dreadnought. With the rocket pods, plasma incinerator, onslaught, Gatling cannon. I would take the frag storm. There's frag storms right now. I would definitely turn those into storm bolters. They're more, they just have more play. 2 single cyber wolves. I wonder if Jeffrey Dahmer sat around with cardboard cutouts of his friends. That's hurtful talk. That's hurtful stuff, man. Well, you could have even more wounds in there. We take out the conscripts, and we take out the Inquisitor, and we add more bros. If you're going to go full Buckwild, you want all of the Buckwild. 2 Eliminator Squads. Where was I? 2nd Detachment, Vanguard Detachment, Libby, Primaris Chaplain on Bike, Murder Fang, Wolfguard with standard, they're Vanguard vets, Lightning Claw Storm Shields. Woofin Dread, Woofin Dread, Woofin Dread, and another Cyber Wolf, and then 5 Fenrisian Wolves. So, this is the Dreadnought list of doom. What's up, Diego? This has all of the armor. If I'm going to go with all of the armor, I am going to take a little bit more to take the board on that. I mean, obviously we got the Tech Marine in there because we have 1,000 pieces of armor. This list would be a super fun time. It would insta lose against a couple of certain armies if you had just Pound Town armies. Sisters would pick this up, unfortunately. But this would be super fun to play against. This would also be insanity fun to play against in Dawn of War, because you have all of the shit running at you between the 3 Wolfen Dreadnoughts, Murder Fang. You have the Redemptors sitting back pew-pewing. They've got all the punch pew-pew. I'm not going to lie, I actually kind of think this would be fun. I do like the Libby. Does he have the fight last in the Libby? I'm assuming he does. Merge Hurricane does. Merge Hurricane Stormcaller, yeah. So, I'd like it, if you're going to go all in on these dreadnoughts like this, you're basically just going fuck you on this. I would dump these eliminators and I would get myself more beats. And I also want, like, come on now, we're playing Thunder Space Wolves at that point in time. I want to see a big dick fucking Space Wolf Lord rolling on a Thunder Wolf, taking like Bear and the pelt so that he's fucking has no rerolls and he's -1 to hit and -1 to wound. Everybody's got early things of conscripts. I still would rather just have a bunch of guys. I mean, I get it. Daniel was playing that for a while. He has that. So he has the option to do things and stuff. I mean, we have a Daniel on a bus. Should we let Daniel on a bus in? I will let him come in audio.
Hey, buddy. How are you doing?
I am streaming right now on Facebook, my friend. And we are doing stuff and things. I have a picture of you that I drew with a nice red beard. It looks fantastic.
You can include me if you want to. I'm here, man.
They can hear your voice. We like the picture of you. I actually like this picture of you more than I like your actual video. So I'm going to use that. We're looking at lists right now, my friend. We're looking at lists.
Yeah. Where we're at.
We are looking at, we just looked at a basically all take the board, just fuck you, the board is mine, Death Corps of Krieg list with a couple Scions to give us some more plasma with some full payload Manicores and just all of the Death Corps Riders. And then we've got a all Dreadnought all the time Dreadnought, Space Wolf Dreadnought list with 3 Wolfen Dreadnoughts, Murder Fang, Bjorn the Fell-Handed, a Redemptor Dreadnought, 3 single Cyber Wolves, 2 Eliminator squads that I already want to get rid of, an Assault Intercessor squad because otherwise we're cheating because we need a troop, and a couple 5 Fenrisian Wolves. I would definitely give us a big dick Thunder Wolf Lord here. It's going with all the mojo that's coming here. These Eliminators are just kind of doing eliminatory weird shit. They're only 3-man squads.
The only take back I can give you from these lists are I love the Astra list because I love Astra. When Astra does good, I'm happy.
When Astra does good, I'm happy.
Yeah, but
he does have I just used yours
for the Space Wolf list. I can only say that the winner of our league, and we have a super competitive league in Stockholm. The winner of it was Henrik with only Dreadnoughts.
I can see. The thing is this thing pushes up super hard. I would just like to see something. I mean, I'm assuming that the Eliminators are doing just nasty stuff.
He was playing Iron Hands, Dreadnoughts.
And just running them in?
3 Redemptors and like other Dreadnoughts and like only mech. But it was a super interesting list and he worked in the meta. So, comments on that list is, I don't know, man.
I like the idea. He's running the Eliminators with a Fuselot, so it is not shit on list Friday. It would be shit on list Friday if we had Pajama Pants with us. Daniel and I give a little more regular outlooks. We try to put our 2 cents in. Hence the reason I drew the picture of pajamas with say bad list, because he decides that lists are poo. and he goes down. He drops
He's
the
a
elbow.
little bit more, how do you say that? Binary.
Yeah, he is the Simon on our on our thing.
No, but it's probably not that bad. I mean, Dreadnoughts playing on the -1 damage on Dreadnoughts is really strong. And putting up a lot of them, putting some speed, some damage in there, is probably not that bad, actually. I think Dreadnoughts is a bit overseen, you know.
Yeah, they just don't come out a lot. He's also got a unit of Vanguard vets with lightning claws and storm shields, jump packs.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to run this list because it sounds like it's going to be super fun. Because he's got the 3 dreadnoughts between the 2 Redemptors and the Bjorn that are going to do they kind of sit back, shoot at your home field.
They're doing the sort of damage shenanigans.
And then you've got everybody else is just running up
the board. Yeah.
So I could see this doing some stuff. And the thing is they've got damning. I do like the Wolfen Dreadnoughts just because of the Blizzard Shield. The 4-up invuln on a Dreadnought's just a super thing.
Yeah, I can see that going like, yeah, I won the game or I lost the game, and that's only enough for a few 4-ups. 4-up is fickle, you know. It's like, yeah, I made all my 4-ups, so I won the game.
Exactly. That's the thing is,
that's like
Ed, send me that again, Ed, if you would, because I don't know how to work the internet. Let's be honest. So I'd have to find that, either that or just messenger it to me. Send it in the chat, or I won't. Yeah, there's no chance.
Yeah, but you do agree, like, that list could say like.
Well, he's got the Primaris. He's right. And he's got the Primaris Chaplain on the bike. He's got a Libby. I would just like to see. And he's of course got a Tech Marine because he's got 400 Dreadnoughts in it. Oh, I love the Wolfen Dreads, dudes.
How many Dreadnoughts do we have?
You've got Bjorn and 2 Redemptors, the 3 backfield, and then you've got Murderfang and the Wolfen Dreadnoughts. So you've got 4 running at you and 3 basically in the backfield.
So 8.
So you've got like a lot of stuff. I would like to see a big dick character.
I actually really like that list because it also says like plasma interceptors, go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. They don't do anything. This whole the entire fucking list is at least T7 -1 to damage.
Yeah,
too.
Exactly. I actually think it's a really solid list.
I like that.
And it's cool, and it's funny, and if you play it well, I think that's a really solid.
Here, I do have the question for you because I was going to split it up. So in the Imperial list, the guard list, we've got. I'm going to read the whole thing one more time.
Yeah.
So we got 2 Death Rider Command Squads, Inquisitor, Death Rider Command Squadron, Death Rider Command Squadron, Tank Commander with Demolisher, 25 Conscripts, 2 Infantry Squads, 2 Astropaths, 3 Plasma Special Weapon Squads, 3 max units of Death Rider Squads, 2 full payload Manicores. Then we've got a Scions detachment with Tempestor Prime, 2 troop squads of Scions, and then 2 command squads of Plasma. My question is do you bother with the brick of conscripts? You've been having pretty success with it, because I was debating on if you dump the Inquisitor and the conscripts, you could just have more infantry, like significantly more infantry. I'm indeed old.
It's a lot of horses in there, right?
It's just insanity horses.
Or something.
Yeah, there's so many. You've got
how many infantry was it in there?
There was only two squads of infantry. 2 squads of infantry and 2 units of Scion infantry. That's not using special weapons. That's why I was kind of like, I just want more shit. Yeah, I like you. Yeah. I like the conscripts, but
I love the horses.
They're just really hard to get rid of. I just don't know if it has enough counter.
Yeah, they're super hard, and they move block the shit out of you.
I think you might be able to just.
A lot of people are saying like, yeah, Deathwing. Dark Angels are the best. Blah 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 blah. They don't have fly. they're not the best. I promise you, because if I play them, they're not
moving anywhere.
Opponent zone until turn 3. It's I mean movement blocking, which this list is actually really good at.
Oh, this list takes the board like nobody's business. I'm just worried about the staying power of people pushing up on them. That's it. You like the blob?
I agree. I think you should have around 80, 90 conscripts in a list like this. But it sounds really good. I actually think there's a few like plasma stuff and shenanigans, which are nice. I think, to be honest, they're always better being used quad guns.
So I like it. Let's go on Ed's list here. He sent me it again because I couldn't find it. Neil sent me some stuff too. We've got a salamander list. Salamanders are near and dear to my heart, my friends. I love it, Carmona. What's more effective, pocketing your misses or throwing your dice everywhere to confuse your opponent? If you want to go for full ability to never have your opponent know what you're rolling, take a huge pocket of dice and throw all of your dice in the middle of that, and then just choose the 6s. And or play on TTS and apparently use a program that lets you cheat with dice. Either one.
Are you talking about the Spanish player again?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're literally on a game.
Leave him alone. This is the reason. This is the reason. You know, I work with IT security, and everyone has told me like, you can't run this program because it's too easy to fucking hack. So I've always been saying, please do like ordinary fucking dice, because it's too easy to hack this. And of course, someone did.
Instantly. By the way, it was balls deep because he did do it 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
We can hate him or we can give him some credit because he did what everyone else knew was going
to happen. All right. Let's go Sally's. Captain on bike, Forge Master. Power Fist. He's got the Salamander Mantle. Yes, he does. So you're T7, -1 to wound. Tac Squad.
Super boss.
Yep. Primaris Apothecary. Vanguard Vets with Lightning Claw Storm Shield. Basically, their auto take. This is only a 9-man squad. Yes, it's not a full 10-man squad. It's a 9-man squad. 3 units of attack bikes with all multi-melta. A bike squad with full bikes. We've got actually 3 bike squads, 6 strong, with an attached attack bike with a multi-melta. So this is basically like Salamander's basically doing Ravenwing. The only thing that I don't like about this is
That's not the entire list, is it?
Oh, yeah. Those 3 bike squads. You have 3 attack bikes, 165, 165, 165. Okay. And then you've got 3 full bike squads with 6 bikes and an attack bike. And then the bikes all have 2 flamers, and the sergeant has a combat bike. They have 3. Each bike squad has 3 flamers and an attack bike with a multi-melta.
I like the game construct about it. The speed is really important.
That's so fast. I mean, as Salamanders, you're literally getting +1 to wound with all of these.
Well, guys, it's the point by point value on those Melagans, insane. But
sorry, 8 bikes and an attack bike. My bad. He has basically they're full, so they literally have 999 with the bikes.
What I actually miss in that list is aggressors with flamers.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what I would do in this list is I would take out 1 bike squad, and I would put in a big unit of aggressors.
Or 2-3 man units of.
Oh, yeah, I usually split. Tell you the truth. Yeah, literally just take a 6-man. You've got the points. It would give you points left over. But I would also take some shenanigan units. I would take something else. I might do either a vet squad or a servitor squad or something else. One more thing to just take do secondaries and to just be somebody you just don't give a shit about, because you can really push this down somebody's throat. I mean, you got to remember salamanders are ignoring AP1, and then they're
overall it's a really good army. I think the feeling of it is
it's so fast.
Thought through. It's really fast and it's dealing damage like hell, man. And it can movement block like shenanigans and
it's the only thing I agree with you on the aggressors 100%. And on this list, I think you need 6 aggressors that you can possibly split because it gives you 2 different things that are super, super good at using Born Protectors. So you can flame something and then, of course, heroically intervene. And then having multiple guys with a Power Fist. Because right now you're a little light on just other guys to do damage besides the Vanguards and punching. Yeah. So I would have those. It shores that up a lot. And it also stays in the Flamer, the Salamander motif for Flamers and Multi-Maltas. But besides that, I actually like this. This is very, very fast.
Overall, it's a good list, I think.
100%. It plays to the speed of the game right now. I was going to put this on the board last week. You had sent it. I completely forgot about it because I got all tied up in playing Death Guard all weekend. But I will play it. Matter of fact, if I don't play it, I'm going to have one of my other buddies play it because we are all testing for the Glass City for the end of the month. So we might steal your list to at least play against. I will get back to Tyler's list in a second.
For me, it sounds very versatile. It sounds fun. It sounds like it has all the, the dots crossed and the T's dotted. You know what I'm trying to in English. The other way around.
Hold on.
It sounds like a cool list.
No. The best part about today, Neil says, I got a list for you to critique, and then sends my list that I'm playing in TTS against me. This is the best thing that's happened today.
Okay,
I'm going to give it to you, but I'm going to tell you my actual list because I can change my list after the first 2 games. My game is tomorrow, so I won't be playing Mortarion anymore. So we've already talked about how much I don't like Mortarion. He's in my list, however, for tomorrow. He won't be in my list. So here's my current list: Mortarion, 2 Plaguecasters, 60 Poxwalkers, a 5-man unit of Plague Marines, 2 5-man units of Death Shrouds, Putrefier, Tallyman, 2 Bloat Drones. The list is working very well. However, Mortarion is not worth 500 points. The answer to make this list better
is worth 500 points.
He's not worth 500 points to me because I like MSU, and if somebody focuses him down...
I played against him several times.
Oh no, he's appropriately priced. He's just not what I want in a list. What my list is gonna be is Demon Prince. I'm gonna use Mortarion's Anvil, which lets me have Gloaming Bloat, which is the no rerolls, no Overwatch if you're within Contagion. And then I'm gonna put a Plaguecaster, Typhus, because Typhus is literally a Death Shroud Terminator and a Plaguecaster because he gets 2 casts, 1 deny. And he also does random mortals, you know what I mean? So he's basically a better caster. And then I'm going to take 2 units of 20 Poxwalkers, 1 unit of 17 Poxwalkers, 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts with the Volkites, which have 16 shots, 6s to wound are mortal wounds. And then I'm going to take 3 units of 4 Death Shroud Terminators, the Putrefier, the Tallyman, and 2 Bloat Drones.
And we can agree that that's the key of the list, right?
Oh, it's so good.
Death
Shroud Terminators. It's in 3 units of 4 works so much better. I have multiple. I start 1 on board, and I drop 2 wherever I need. And tell you the truth, the Bloat Drones are fantastic because 1, they have more speed than the rest of the army. They have a 1 CP strat for 6-inch heroic.
Speed is a problem for the army, I think.
That's why I think the Bloat Drones are just a must-take. So and also they have a 6-inch heroic intervention. So basically, you fly up, hide behind a terrain, of course. When someone tries to contest objective that you've tried to take, you heroic into them, or at least you hope to heroic in, but you get to most of the time. It restricts where people can go. You have multiple flying things. The Dreadnoughts are 45-inch. You basically, Tallyman puts +1 to a hit on one of them. So one's hitting on a 2, one's hitting on a 3. Deal's fucking just trolling me right now. That's what that is exactly what I'm taking, by the way, for round 3. The list I just said. I love every.
I disagree, man. I think you need Morty in the army to make it
I
really.
played so many games with him, man. He goes away so quickly, and you can play such a better style of MSU without him. The Contemptors, actually, I thought they were going to weak Carmona, but having one Contemptor doesn't do it. Two Contemptors. Also, I forgot to mention the
Is Subway on the chat?
Subway is on the chat. The Contemptors have, speaking of that,
That's
I forgot to put... Tallyman has the Tollkeeper, which is exploding sixes.
I don't know about the big guy, but for me, I've always felt like if he's not there, I can piecemeal the shit out of, like, I love the Terminators. They're the best, right?
You can get more of everything, and you can play so against it if you only have Morty. The problem is you can't play against certain things. Like sisters instantly pick up Morty. A lot of armies can just pick up Morty very quickly.
I understand.
So yeah, the thing is that I want to be able to defend against more things, and that gives me more options to take against more things, basically. And I still have the cast of mass.
If I went on a single tournament and I wanted to go 4-1, I'd rather take him than not take him.
Yes, but I want to go 5-0 and at least have a chance to go 5-0.
You're probably not gonna do that.
I will prove you wrong. I'm coming to Sweden also.
Fuck.
All right.
I mean, you're always welcome.
I was about to say, you know, I'm still able to come over.
Come and live in my house.
I'm there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, all right. Let's go back down to Mr. Tyler's list. And he's bringing all of the Little Knights. 6 Armigers with Melta. 3 Morax. Morax Lightning Lock Warlord. It's +2+ save, and then he's got a Engine Seer X101, literally the best guy in the fucking game, because he's the best secondary taker there ever is. 3 units of 5 Raiders, and 2 units of 5 Sterilizers. I actually really like that.
3 units of Cerberus Raiders.
Right. Well, I know that you like it just because of the Raiders, Daniel. You stopped listening at 3 units of Raiders.
No. But literally, I've been thinking about knights, small knights, with 3 times 5 Raiders.
I mean, it's effectively it's 10 knights.
I think it's actually excellent. I wouldn't necessarily have the same composition of small knights, but I actually think it's a super solid list.
Now,
the Sterilizers play missions, the knights push you back, the horses push you back, the big knights, or the knights.
The little hand-to-hand knights are so good for the price because they're only $130 on that. The only thing I was wondering is if
that's the best knight list I've heard in my life.
The only thing seriously,
the best I've heard.
The only thing I'm wondering is if we take 3 of the Armigers and make them Helverins, so you have 3 shooting knights, because there's going to be a traffic jam in the middle in the board. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I actually like Helverins because they do flat 3 damage.
Right.
I think the composition of knights could be maybe better. I don't know, but this is by far the best knight list I've ever heard or seen. It's gonna work for sure. The horses are gonna push people back. The other knights are gonna work their fucking shooting magic. They're gonna walk up and actually play missions, which is the problem with knights. They're not playing missions. This list play missions super good.
Oh.
And with the 3 small units of Sterilizers, they can play Scramblers. They can play any mission. They're super adaptive and super interesting. This is actually interesting list. It's a good list.
Tyler, what's the difference in cost between a Morax and a Helverin? Because I'm debating. I do like this idea a lot, because I think the small knights are 100% the way to go, and I think they're very difficult to deal with.
And some of them do real damage.
Right.
So,
But I would like to see like a volume of attacks downfield to basically, so you could take
also changing out like 3 knights for halberds, so you get the long range shooting. With,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we took the
3 damage,
right,
they're gonna stand on home objectives anyway, so it's fine.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He says the same cost. I like those. I mean, I would rather have those because you can just volume attack. I think that would be the secret sauce in this. I'm not gonna lie. If you swap those out and just got that downfield volume of fire, because they just put out a significant amount of shots.
Yeah.
This would be scary in literally every turn and every phase. Because right now it's a setup army where turn 1 is kind of nothing. But if you have 3 Helverins, turn 1 becomes a motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Lightning ducks with their long range. I'd have to look at that. What's the difference in volume of fire with the lightning locks versus the Helverins? You gotta give me that one real quick.
Me?
12 should know. They're doing it in chat.
Good.
Strength 6 heavy 2 versus the strength 7 that has 3 damage. Either way,
I love the flat 3 damage.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I think that's super good, actually.
Because
there's so much stuff that has 3 wounds.
I was just trying to figure out that I forgot that I was logged in as Gentleman Gaming. I commented back and I just realized that are they get exploding? I might take that then. That's true. Both of them have exploding slow. So either way, I like 3 knights sitting in the back. The rest of the knights pushing forward. Raiders doing Raider shit. And
Sterilizers doing sterilizer fucking shit.
Dude, I think sterilizers are fucking one of the most underrated fucking units in the game. They're so good. You just get so much.
The only reason I don't play AdMech only is because we have a super good AdMech player in Sweden,
gotcha.
Which is in the team.
So it really already takes that spot.
Really no reason for me to play it.
But
I love that army. I with the fucking greater good or whatever.
You just gave him the towel.
Yeah. No, but it's such a fucking cool army. I love it, man. It's so interesting and it's so many variations. It's super interesting. I love it.
So
and I actually think this is the best.
I do. I like it a lot.
Maybe as you say, change out some of the guys for more long range shooting. You need to put like 3 knights on the home objective anyway, so maybe you should change that out. But this sounds like the best knight army I've heard ever.
Yeah, I mean, I like this a lot.
Super nice to play, interesting. Yeah, if you go first, you have all the loss blocking, move blocking stuff you need. You can move up your stuff. You can shoot away stuff. It sounds good. It's a good army.
Can I quick post a list? For sure I can. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I'm going to repost. I got to actually, hold on. I got to figure out where you just posted me from. Hold on. I got to figure out where you are. There's Twitch. Because I'm restreaming this, so I'm literally looking at everybody from Facebook, YouTube, and wherever else. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So let me repost this up in a second. Apparently, Twitch doesn't want to work with me, but that's all right. I'll figure it out. That's okay. Twitch can't stop me. I'm a grown-ass man. I do what I want. But, no, I like this list a lot, Tyler. I think that this is the best version of, like Daniel said, I really think this is the best version of Knights we've seen. It's got, you basically took the AdMech and did shit with it.
It got game. It can play secondaries. It's gonna hurt like hell. It can play like loss blocking, move blocking. It's a smart arm. It's a good arm. It's gonna work.
Yeah, I like what happened on that. Carmona, you said that actually the non-Morty list actually plays super a lot different versus Sisters. The sisters aren't an auto loss versus Death Guard if you don't have Morty. They are with Morty, unfortunately, because of the fact that a unit of literally one unit of Retributors on average will pick me up if they have good
Brad,
CP.
I have to intervene here and say it's not, but it's a big difference because we're playing ETC tables only.
I've been playing the ETC. I've been playing the WTC. I've been saying that. Sorry, don't disrespect Neil on this. WTC tables. Thank you very much.
But WTC tables, Morty can hide fully.
Yes, I picked table 3, and I'm playing Morty tomorrow, and I will be hiding completely.
Very big difference.
Oh, it's playable. You gotta. I actually like it as a defender. To tell you the truth. Because of that. That's what I'm playing right now. In the team tournament that I'm playing in right now. Oh, dude. Yes. I'm keeping it classy, drinking wine right straight from the bottle. Thank you very much. I didn't have any wine glasses up here, and Britt bought me a bottle of wine, and I felt I shouldn't disrespect her, and I should immediately drink it.
I think it's fine. Like, wine comes in a bottle. Like beer, so you can drink it out of a bottle.
About a bottle, exactly. That's my whole point.
It's like a Corona. It's like a big Corona.
Before we go into any other lists, Daniel, what are you playing right now?
I'm still on my Astra shenanigans.
I think that
the reason I'm there, you know why? I'm playing Harlequins really, and I love Harlequins. They're super strong. It's like very few games I feel like I can lose. And if I play smart and well, because they're not really playing, they're not adhering to the rules of the game. So I always feel like I can get out of this shit. But since we're playing like a friendly liga with friends, like a tournament liga.
right.
So I'm not playing them. I think they're a little bit too strong, to be honest.
The thing is that I asked that because of the fact that a lot of people are complaining in this particular, with the new books that came out, Dark Angels and Death Guard, that Harlequins went down in power level. What are your thoughts about that?
I agree a little bit, especially if you if you allow Codex specific secondaries. I think Harlequins went up. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just the double dipping on that. Speaking of that, I think we have Neil on it with this, I think. Neil, if you're still here, what's the WTC ruling on Marines double dipping into their Codex and
I think they're right now allowing it.
They're allowing the basically taking 2 of the secondaries? I think that's one thing that has to change on that, because it's so strong. Because like right now, you and I are playing, and we have equal armies, but you have Marines and can take 2 different.
And we fight. Then you have like 70, 75 points without even shooting.
Yeah, you don't do anything, man. It's just so crazy to me. The double dipping on secondaries is such a big thing because like it feels so unfair, because in a straight up firefight, you and I have equal armies, equal player skill. You play Marines and I don't have a Codex.
The Necrons might have one secondary that is at best okay.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that Marines have 2, because you have Oath, which is great. Yeah, and then you have each one of the codexes has 1 super good secondary that you can take.
We're not allowing secondaries in our liga because it's too strong.
I love that. The first ruling is, Double tells me, ruling is your opponent gets 1 free kick to the nuts if he double dips. Neil says that for now they're taking it, but personally doesn't want to allow it, as they will be the only codex that can. 100% Neil. I think that if you're taking secondaries from a codex that's out, you should be able to choose 1 book, because you have a book basically, and you shouldn't be able to cherry pick.
Or you can make secondary less valuable.
Well, we talked about that last time we talked on Tuesday, and I agree. I'm not going to lie, I slept on that.
I'm gonna do that exactly that in our next Liga.
Mm.
I'm gonna play exactly that setup.
I'm not.
The only thing I'm not sure about is how endgame will look. Is it only objectives? Could it be like stand in the middle? Could it be kill something in the last turn? Could it be different objectives?
I composed an email to GW, by the way, Daniel, because I liked your idea so much. And the idea, if you guys didn't see us on Tuesday, Daniel's idea was 30 points for secondaries, 30 points for progressive primary, as we have, in, the primary that we have now, where it's progressive each turn.
How you doing?
And then 30 points for 30 points for I love everything about Yimmy showing up. And then 30 points for endgame. I love it. I just love it. And I think it would change the dynamic right now of how you play so much. And basically, guys, it's just a 30-33 system. It's a 30 secondary, 30 progressive, 30 endgame. You can no longer just throw your army away and max out your score
and
not
be
get
wiped in turn 4 and still win the game massive.
right. Exactly.
Brad, I love you, man.
I love you, Yimmy. He's the best. Jonas is in the chat too.
Is this online?
Yeah.
I want to tell everyone that I love Brad.
You know what? I love everything about you saying that you love Brad, and I love it a lot.
Yeah. Did you like me naked on your back?
I broke Henrik's fucking entire dock, so we know how that went.
Everyone loved it except
Brad. Exactly. It was a good story for me.
Board work.
To be fair, it's also the trip. I broke the dock. I used Brad's strength and ripped the ladder off the dock because I was so afraid of Yimmy on my back.
Got a hairy naked Swede on your back.
Yes, I was panicking, so I had some strength, and then I also was too American fat and sat down in a small Swedish chair and also destroyed that. They weren't prepared for so much weight in such a small space. I'm like a dying star.
Anyway, Brad, my plan is to test this system out. I'm not sure about second end game score. Sorry, I'm losing words. Distribution of end game scoring. I'm not sure about that, so we're gonna talk about it. But I'm thinking primarily objectives, but maybe something else. Maybe it could be cool if it was like killer unit. Or
yeah, I mean, you could do stuff like take quarters. I mean, you could literally, it could be different per objective. It could be different per mission.
Exactly.
You could go quarters, whatever.
20 points is just objectives, and 10 points are random stuff that are secondaries in that mission.
I mean, to be fair, again, the ETC/WTC now has had multiple win conditions for, I mean, what, eight years now? I mean, I've been going for a decade. But we have Endgame. At the time, we had Maelstrom. We basically have end kill points. We always had multiple ways to win the game. So I like that a lot. I think it's a big deal. And I think that it's the way to go. I've always thought it was the best tournament packet because it was the most complex. And that's kind of where I want to go. You know what? I'm gonna end on the Hesselberg packet. We're gonna call it a day on me endorsing the Hesselberg packet is what I call it now.
I'm gonna tell you what we're playing, so everyone else can play it.
Hit me.
And give us feedback. If it's horrible, it's horrible. It's fine. You know, I don't have the fucking key to good 40K. I just have ideas. So if it's bad, tell us, and then we'll change it. That's okay, right?
100%. I mean, that's the whole point, is to put things out there and test them, just like your armies, man. If somebody tells you something's bad and shouldn't be worth testing, you punch them right in the throat. And you fucking tell them, go screw yourself.
that's where I'm coming from, and I just wanna, enjoy 40k, and I wanna challenge it. I think 40k is in a good place.
Yeah, but we're just trying to.
But
That's
it
the thing,
could be better.
right? But that's
Right?
that's the fact that it always could be better. Everything could though. That's the thing is that just like your armies, always tweak them, always test things, always try things, and
And for me to add one more level of complexity adds so much more in where I want to be, where I want to build, what I want to do, how I want to play the game. It just makes it more interesting for me. So if I can add one level of complexity, it makes the game so much more interesting for me. So I'm gonna try it out. I want you guys to try it out. And if you hate it, tell us. It's gonna be fine. I mean,
just
I'm
learn.
not saying we're revolutionary 40k changing how we play the game. I'm just saying let's try this out. If it's cool, we'll keep it. If it's bad, we'll lose it.
We're willing to steal all of your ideas and make them our own, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of different, obviously, format today with my excellent drawn pictures, and
Yeah.
we will
And
talk
also,
to.
I was drunk, so I'm happy to be on the talking.
Yes, when Daniel said,
It
I will
was a
be
lot
with you
better
soon,
this
I'm in a
time
bar.
than last time, because then I was sleeping on a bench. I'm getting better and better.
See, he's elevating his game every single time.
Every time, or de-elevating. I don't know.
Yeah,
Thinking
with
about that,
a
I'm a
potato,
lot less
potato,
cool
potato.
now than then. It's hard.
All of the goodness, all of the time.